Hello, this is Stampy, and welcome to a Minecraft Let's Play video. Today, I'm going to be doing the glide minigame again in one of my Can You Beat Me challenges. So I'm going to be setting a time, this time on the Yeti track, and you need to see whether you can beat my time. So let's get out of the lobby, let's load into the level itself, and let's see how well it's, how well I'm going to be able to do today. So I'm going to play solo for a while and kind of keep trying to improve my time and set a good one, and then eventually I'm going to go online and see whether I have the skills to beat whoever I run into online. So Yeti then, a brand new map. As always, I've played it a little bit before recording just to learn the route, so I should have a relatively decent time. Like, I've been practicing a decent amount for this one, and I've done that by watching just a bunch of videos online and just seeing different routes that other people have gone. I've kind of merged the ones I liked together, and kind of worked out the way I want to go about this. And I actually think Yeti's kind of one of the easier ones for this, just because there's not a crazy amount of shortcuts. I mean, there are quite a lot of shortcuts, but they're not really shortcuts, because often kind of going the more obvious route is actually the quicker way to go. So there's kind of a big exception here, which is a definite shortcut where you go to the side here, and there's a tiny little gap there you need to sneak your way through. But apart from that, the majority of it is kind of going the more obvious route. And I must say, I love this level. I think this is my favorite level from out of the glide ones. It's relatively easy, I think, compared to some of the other ones, but it's really fast, and I think it's really good if it's kind of like the first level you've played and you're new to glide. And if you've played it a lot, kind of trying to get really fast on it is challenging and a whole load of fun as well. So obviously I just messed up then, but apart from that, I pretty much showed you the route that I like to go. Oh, there is another kind of sneaky bit here as well. Let's see if I can do it, because it is kind of tricky. You need to kind of double back on yourself like that and go whoop and make your way through that area there like that, and then I can now go and boost my way to the finish line. So this is going to be the first time on the board, but I don't think I can count this time. I don't think I can count times when I had to revert back to a checkpoint. I feel like if you need to go back to a checkpoint, that's kind of cheating, so we won't count that one. It was a rubbish time anyway, so it doesn't it doesn't really matter too much. But hopefully that's given you a little bit of an idea of the course. Well, let's kind of talk through it a little bit as I go this time. And I'm not saying like this is the best way to go through Yeti either. This is kind of my balance of a really fast route, but one that a human person could do, because there's some people that play glide and they're just on another level. They're just so good, and they're doing things that there's no way I could dream of doing. And I'm sure a lot of you are watching, have seen those videos as well, and you're like, yeah, there's no way I could do that. So this is something that isn't too difficult, but will still hopefully get you a good time. So this is kind of a good guide for if you're playing this online, for how you should be able to hopefully win more often than not. So yeah, let's kind of talk through what I'm doing. So I'm trying to stay very close to the wall, and then very close to the ceiling up here, and then I'm going to stay very close to both these walls. You basically want to go as much in a straight line as possible, and that's something that I'm not particularly great at. But yeah, the better you can do at that, the better you can keep up your speed and not end up slowing down. That's just a difficult shortcut there. Like, there's no trickery to that shortcut, other than it's just challenging and you just need to practice it. As you can see, I've not practiced it enough, obviously, and I don't make it every time, but I think I generally make it more often than not. There we go. That's the way you want to do it. Then you want to avoid the air underneath and only go for the arrows at this bit and kind of avoid everything else. Another arrow quite here. You can see just how fast this course is. And this one, once again, you can see there's air in front of me. You want to kind of avoid that and just use the boost from the arrows. Oh, but that was too slow. Maybe you do want to get the air. So let me kind of show you that section again and show you what you should do. So I think going here is actually quicker than going around the outside, because then you get to this boost, and now you want to go down really suddenly. Careful not to bang your head. And this is the giant big turn, and you want to make sure you don't go too high. It's kind of the challenge there. And then that was a much better loop around, and then yeah, this is kind of your home stretch to the final. So once again, don't worry about going for any of the boost there, just because I think it's quicker if you get up high and just kind of keep gradually going down. I think that's a much faster way to do it. So once again here, you'll see I'm trying to, as much as I can, just keep going in a straight line. And look how fast I'm going. I'm going almost like 40 meters a second. That is crazy. And I've got plenty of speed to kind of boost myself back up here and boost myself around here. So that was pretty much a perfect start. So what I want to do is just get one good run on the board, because I haven't even done like a run I've completed yet. I didn't even bother finishing the last run because I knew it would be rubbish. So I just skipped straight back to the beginning. So let's see if we can get one good, awesome run on the board. And it's all kind of down to this shortcut. Can I make this shortcut? Oh, I did. There we go. That was absolutely perfect. Well, for my standards, that was perfect. Oh, I think I missed that boost pad there, though. So that means I was much slower through this section. But you know what? Seeing as I haven't even set a time on the board, I am not going to worry about little things like this. And here I want to make sure I'm high enough to be able to make my way onto this boost, which I did. But oh no! I hit the block. Can I still make it to this boost pad? Okay, so that wasn't as disastrous as it could. It was just a very, very slow section on a part that shouldn't be that slow. So this could still be an okay time. So I'm going to carry on, see if I can get at least a decent time on the board. And then I've kind of put a pin down. I've kind of marked a standard for me to beat on the rest of these attempts. And that standard is 1:21:40. And who knows, maybe I won't do any better than that. I'm kind of limiting myself to basically the attempts that I could do, you know, in a row right now. Like, I'm sure if I just played this for hours and hours and hours on end, you know, I would get way better. But I really want to have to do it in video while I'm talking and just have the added pressure of knowing that you're watching me while I'm playing. And it does make a difference. If you've ever live streamed or recorded a video, you know, it does make a difference to how well you play. I mean, it's the standard excuse that me and all of the other YouTubers go to, but it does really make a difference. All right then, full concentration. Let's go and give this another go. It's just a few little mistakes kind of scattered throughout, which really slowed me down there. But apart from that, it was a pretty good run. I didn't completely wipe out at any point, so that's kind of the upside for that. So here you got to go down really low, and then you can boost yourself up just a little bit. You want to keep your speed up as high as you can, and then even though you go through the air, you're going through it so fast after those arrows, it doesn't really matter. You still kind of are able to keep your speed up, and then here you want to go down as low as you can, because that means you're going to go faster. Same here. There's no point going up in the sky. You can just keep going down as low as you can, and now we're coming up to the difficult shortcut, which I hate and makes me scared. And oh, I did it. I did the shortcut again. I did do this last time though, and it still ended up not the best time. And whoa, what was that on there? That was kind of crazy. I think that was faster than the last time though. I don't know how I was able to survive that. I thought I was a goner for sure, but somehow I was able to make it work. And then this is where I hit that block there. So I was trying to cut it close to go fast, but last time I tried to cut it a little bit too close. So definitely did that better this time. So once again, not the best time it could be, but if I'm able to complete this course now, this should hopefully be at least a little bit faster than the last time. Right down low, and 1:18:94. Let me go and write that down. I've got a little whiteboard in front of me just to keep track. So there we go. That was actually a decent amount faster than the last time, and this is what I like. This is always my favorite situation for these videos, where I'm gradually getting better, because sometimes I set a really good time at first and then I just can't beat it, or I'm getting better and then worse, then better and worse. But at the moment, I'm gradually getting better, but there's always just one or two little tiny mistakes that slow me down, and that was actually quite a big mistake in the middle of that one. So yeah, once I've ironed out those mistakes, I should be set to get a pretty good time. You can see how this is an easier one. It's nice that there's not too many tricky things. Like, it's really just about how efficiently you can fly. And even moments like this, where you're basically going in a straight line, like if you could master this like beginning part section, you can actually save like a whole bunch of time there, even though you're basically going the same way as probably everyone else at that point. If you're really smart, you kind of just gradually edge ahead of everyone else, and that's kind of what the real goal for this one is. And of course, not failing at the shortcuts as well does come in handy when trying to set a good time. So let's go and duck down low now, and then we can go through here. This is the important shortcut. Can I make it? Oh, okay. I mean, nope. Okay, game over. I kind of wanted to start again then anyway, because I lost so much time. So even when you don't fail completely and lose, when you hit something, it often just completely kills your speed, and it often means that you're generally not going to get as good of a time as you could have. So yeah, if you hit something and it does really slow you down, maybe think about just resetting and just saving time. The problem is you don't want to get to a habit where you're just non-stop just resetting after every mistake, because what will happen is you'll become a master at the beginning of the map. The beginning section you will become an absolute pro at, but all of the rest you'll be rubbish at, because you would have hardly ever played it. So sometimes you do just want to carry in, just so you can kind of practice the entire track and not just get really good at the opening section, but be rubbish at the rest. And oh, I knew that was going to happen. So the fastest way to get around there, it seems, is to go to the right of that kind of big bone that's kind of sticking out the ground. but it's really tricky. Well, I'm really bad at it. Let's put it that way at least. So what I think I'm going to do just for now, at least until I get a little better, is I'm not going to worry about that. I'm just going to go the safer route on that section, because that has been the section that's messed me up a few times, probably even more than the tricky shortcut ahead of it. So let's play that section safe, and let's see if we can cut off a second or so of our time if we get a good run, which is perfect apart from that little bit there. So I want to duck down here. I want to stay close to the ceiling, just skim the edge of that boost pad, make it through the gap. Beautiful. I promise you, I was not doing as good at that bit right before I started recording the episode. And did you see that I just totally did what I was saying about? I just did the shortcut the way you're supposed to do it. I wasn't even thinking. I wasn't even going to do it that time. I was going to go and do it a slower, safer way, but it just kind of worked out perfectly for me then. But I am not complaining. Now I want to go steep down low here, make sure I don't bang my head. It's surprising how often you can bang your head there. I've really just learned to put my head right down straight away, but that's something to really be careful of. And now we're into the final stretch, and be careful because there is a lot of low-hanging ice down from the top there, which is quite hard to see. But look at that time, 1:16.80. That was a beautiful run. I don't know if I can do any better. Let's do one more solo run, one more go by myself, see if I can get that time any quicker. But apart from that, I think I'm ready to go online already. I think I'm ready to go up against some other people and see if I can, be able to take them on. Because to be honest, apart from changing my route or doing something really big different, I don't know if I can do much better than that. I think that was about my physical limit for the speed that I can do on Glide, just based on my ability. Of course, I'm sure if you look at like the best run in the world, they do it completely different to what I do and stuff. But in terms of for how good I am at this game, I think that's probably just about as good things are going to go today. So I am more than happy about that. But you know what? Let's see if we can do even better. There's always room for improvement. So let's see if I can improve it a little bit more and be able to get a better time. So this is all about kind of optimization, trying to maximize every little last block and every tiny bit of speed that I can do. I'm trying to hug the walls really closely, and that's what happens when you try to hug the walls really closely. You end up smashing into one and then go all the way down to the ground. Right then, that was my final run here. So now I'm going to go online, and I'm going to go and play against some people there. And let's see if I can do even better, and if I'm going to be able to win a game against all of the people I run into. Okay, I've loaded up an online lobby. It looks like there's a few people that have voted for Yeti as well, which is always one of the trouble. I always cut out loads and loads of time of me playing other maps other than the map I want to play, just because, everyone's voting for their favorite maps, and they don't always line up to exactly what I want to do in the video. But today, everything is aligned, and everyone's voted for Yeti. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, or 9. Anytime I try to count them, more pop in and make it more difficult to count. Fair to say, we have a pretty packed game in here, so who knows how good they're going to be at Glide, how much work I'm going to have cut out. But yeah, let's give it a go, and let's see how well I'm going to do. It looks like a few of them took an early lead, but look at that. I was able to overtake them afterwards. See, all I've done is go in like a kind of a smoother line down. That was the only way I was able to take the lead against them. We were literally going in the exact same direction. So that was a really good example of how kind of just the way you move can really make a big difference of just how fast you actually end up going. I mean, you kind of need to more listen to what I say than what I do, because I talk really well about the way you should do it, but then the execution is always sometimes where things don't go quite as well as they could before. All right then, let's carry on making my way down. Even with that crash, I'm still in the lead. So obviously I'm well outside of record-breaking time here. I keep saying like record-breaking. I mean like my personal best. The best I've done so far, time beating. So it's kind of nice to have already failed a little bit, because that's kind of taken all of the pressure off for me for the rest of the run. I can kind of just enjoy myself for a bit, kind of gliding through here and not worry about like, right, do every turn perfect, don't mess up, don't hit here, do the shortcut, do this, don't do that. Like, I kind of ignore all of that for now and just have fun gliding my way through and kind of consider it as a little bit of a practice and kind of get back into the swing of things before we go to round 2 and of course the final round. But it looks like even with the mistakes that I had, I was still able to go fast enough through the rest best to be able to kind of maintain my lead. I, of course, have no idea how close anyone else is behind me. I'm not going to make the mistake of going in third person like I've done in the past. And 1 minute 44. Not actually that bad of a time, considering all of the mistakes that I made. And this person's all the way at the beginning, and they're trying to do like a crazy shortcut. Like there's a little tiny gap down there. Like look at that. Look at this tiny gap they're trying to make their way through. I think they've been doing that this entire time to make their way through the entire gap. At what point do you say, fair enough, I don't think I'm going to be able to make it through this gap, and do you give up? I guess we'll find out when they eventually give up. But what I am going to do, because there might be a bit of a wait now, is I am going to cut ahead the video until the next round. And yeah, I'll see whether I'm going to have any chance of improving my score of 1 minute 16 seconds. Round 2 is now about to begin. As you can see, the game's really filled up now as well. A few more people have joined. A couple of them left. Our good old friend who kept kind of banging into the slide there. He carried on for a good minute or so and then ended up leaving the game. And I think they they just about had enough kind of trying to do the same shortcut again and again and again and ended up giving up. So as you can see, there's a lot more people racing now. Once again, though, going that route that I went, I was able to go ahead of all of them. They kind of pull ahead faster. I think they go steeper down than me. They're kind of looking to go steeper, but eventually they kind of end up getting too low down and kind of have to do a boost pad or something, whereas I'm kind of able to kind of non-stop be gradually going faster and faster and faster, which seems to be a good way to do it. So yeah, so far, a pretty good start here. I'm always scared saying that I have a good start, because that happens. That is what happens. Whenever you say that you're doing well, you immediately crash into a wall. So that was a bit of a fail. Like, to be honest, like, I really do feel like the entire thing is really low pressure, because every other one of these Can You Beat My Time videos I've done, I've always felt like I always had a better time in me. Like, I've always felt like, you know, I got an okay time, but given a few more attempts, I could have done better. But for this one, I'm sure I could maybe at max cut off an extra second. But overall, I think I pretty much set as good of a time as I could do doing this route. So I don't feel a huge amount of pressure to kind of get a better time. So I'm kind of just having fun now. I'm kind of just playing the glide game just for, well, the reason is here, to have fun and enjoy myself kind of gliding around and having a lot of fun. It looks like the people I'm playing with probably haven't played this map too much. You can always tell because it's one of the DLC maps. You can see that people kind of just haven't learned the route yet and kind of don't know, you know, exactly which way to go. But I was able to improve my time. I was able to, in terms of this game online at least, I was able to go faster than I was the last time. So that is jolly good. And oh no, this poor person's still at the very beginning section. You can see that they're trying to work out which route they want to go. And going that right-hand side is actually a really difficult way to go, to be fair for that person. But there we go. Cookie has come into second place, 26 seconds behind me. But yeah, let's not hang around. Let's go straight into round number 3 and my final attempt to improve my score above 1 minute and 16 seconds. It's now time for the final round. I don't know why the wind just goes really noisy while we're all waiting here to go. I think it's because we're all like right next to each other. The game's just like, everyone's close together, play loads of wind noise. So, right, let's keep going then. Let's see if we can get the best time. I know I did say that there is no pressure and I'm happy with my time. Of course, if I can get a better time than I did, I will be over the moon. So I am trying 100% here for this final attempt. I keep failing on that shortcut now. I had been doing relatively well, but like first time on this shortcut, I've failed both of these attempts online. Maybe it's the pressure of knowing that there's other people here. So let's try and really put all of my focus to not failing on that shortcut. Of course, oh no! I was just going to say, of course, I need to get to the shortcut first. This could still be okay. I've not actually lost too much time because I'd only just gone through the checkpoint. But whoa! Someone else has gone and taken the lead. They're not attempting the shortcut. I really need to get the shortcut. There we go. And that shortcut did a lot of help for me to be able to catch up, but they're still in the lead. I'm not used to this. I'm chasing after someone. Let's try and make sure it doesn't throw me off too much. I need to keep focusing on the way that I want to go and not end up copying them, because when there's someone in front of you, it's hard to kind of not focus on them too much, and it can kind of throw you off a little bit. So I've overtaken them for now. I don't know if they're above me or what, you know, where they've gone, if they crashed or whatever, but so far it looks like I was able to overtake them and hopefully be able to keep the lead. But that was a little bit scary then. I thought I might have ended up losing that round. So sadly, not going to break any of my personal records. But at least for this online game, every single round I did, I was able to kind of go slightly further ahead than I did before. And look, that person was only 4 seconds behind me. That was a much closer game than we've had for some of these other rounds. But that is the end of this video pretty much now. I have laid down the challenge. The time for you to beat is 1 minute, 16 seconds, 0.80. So yeah, good luck. Send me any videos, screenshots, or anything of your attempts, whether you beat me or not. Good luck, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!